I know it's early. There's a lot of things going on today. But thank you all for being here. I think this is very important for us to have this moment at Psychedelic Science 2025. So what I'm going to do is read the public statement to the PS2025 committee. This is a statement collectively written by the official PS2025 Juneteenth and Black Planning Committee to both publicly recognize prior shortcomings and commit to a more inclusive Black experience at Psychedelic Science 2025. From disappointment to action, honoring Juneteenth and celebrating Black liberation at Psychedelic Science 2025. Psychedelic Science 2023 was heralded as a groundbreaking event, a bridge connecting the medical, the mystical, the marginalized, and the mainstream. With over 12,000 attendees, it stood as the largest psychedelic conference in history. It was positioned as a space where healing, transformation, and inclusivity would take center stage. Yet, for many Black participants, the vision did not hold true. Instead, PS 2023 became a moment of harm, disappointment, and erasure. Despite the conference taking place during Juneteenth, there was a glaring lack of acknowledgement and celebration of Black culture, influence, and history. This was not just an oversight. It was the painful reflection of the same systemic exclusion and disregard Black people have endured in every sector, including within the psychedelic movement. Juneteenth is not just a day of celebration. It is a reminder of delayed justice, stolen time, and the continued fight for true liberation. On June 19, 1865, more than 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation was signed, Union soldiers arrived in Galveston, Texas to enforce the liberation of enslaved Black people. But freedom had not been freely given. It had been deliberately withheld to continue exploiting Black labor for as long as possible. Even after that day, new systems of racial oppression emerged: Black codes, convict leasing, Jim Crow, redlining, and mass incarceration, all designed to strip Black people of autonomy, wealth, and security. The physical, psychological, and economic harm inflicted on Black communities is not a relic of the past. It is ongoing. Black people have and continue to experience some of the most barbaric treatment in human history. This country continues to allow the forced and unpaid labor of our people in carceral settings as punishment for crime. A clear exception to the exposed abolition of slavery. We have watched as police officers and private citizens murder Black people with impunity for no other reason than their assistance that we are threatening. Meanwhile, our women are 3 times more likely to die from pregnancy-related issues, and our children as young as 6 years old are being handcuffed and arrested in institutions entrusted with educating them. We are incarcerated, impoverished, disenfranchised, and discriminated against at higher rates than any other race. And yet, despite this, Black people have continued to create, to heal, to build, to thrive. In the face of centuries of oppression, we have cultivated art, music, literature, medicine, spiritual practices, and entire movements that have shaped the world. Our resilience is not just survival, it is transformation. We have taken what was meant to break us and turned it into brilliance. The failures, The failures of PS 2023 could not have been just another dot in the long line of Black exclusion, but we refuse to let that be the story. In response to the harm experienced by many Black attendees, Black members of MAPS teams, along Black leaders in the psychedelic community, have come together to form the Juneteenth and Black Planning Community for Psychedelic Science 2025. This committee was created because we would not idly stand by and allow another conference to diminish the power, presence, and shine of Black people in this field. In 2025, Psychedelic Science once again falls during Juneteenth, which is today. But this time we are doing it differently. Our commitments for PS 2025. Juneteenth will be honored with reverence, the depth, and the celebration that it deserves. This is not just a day to be ignored or treated as symbolic. It is central to our collective liberation. There will be intentional, dedicated spaces for Black healing, Black joy, and Black community. Black people must feel safe, seen, and fully included in the psychedelic movement, not just invited in, but prioritized. Black voices and expertise and leadership will be amplified and uplifted. We have been at the forefront of healing traditions for centuries. And our wisdom deserves respect, funding, I'm gonna say that one more time, funding, and platforms, not tokenism. We will ensure this field is honoring its own ideals. Psychedelic spaces cannot claim to represent healing and liberation while replicating the same systems of exclusion and harm that exist elsewhere. Real change requires real action. Engaging Black leaders and organizations to ensure community-driven, inclusive design process and recognizing that the Black experience is diverse. We are committed to collaborating with a wide range of voices in the psychedelic space to shape our objectives and programming with a collective wisdom and vision. So here we are, June 19th, 2025, reaching back to June 19th, 1865, which is 7 generations. We're now standing on their shoulders. And now we're in this moment and we're reaching ahead 7 generations, which will be June 19, 2185, so that our descendants have strong ancestors' shoulders to stand on. We are in a sacred moment. With power, resilience, and unwavering commitment, Devin Phillips, Hanifa Nayo Washington, Joseph McCohen, Kevin Cranford Jr., Kofi Carey Amada, Pamela Roundtree, Sia Henry, Sutton King, collectively, the Juneteenth and Black Planning Committee for Psychedelic Science 2025. And I would like to introduce my amazing colleague, Hanifa Nayo Washington.